Elaine, why have you stopped?
We're surrounded.
Not the welcome party I was hoping for.
Get your vile claws off of me! Let her go!
Chloe!
I should have known you'd be behind this treachery, Renault.
What is the meaning of this?
Apologies for the icy reception, but we've business with the girl.
What business could you have with Scarlet? Unhand her this instant.
No, I don't think that will be happening. I act under orders from Emperor Galerius himself. As for what he plans to do with her, that's not for one of my station to know. Yet I shall see it done all the same.
No! Scarlet!
I'm ashamed to hear you met such misfortune before I arrived.
Your Highness, this man is Clive, the knight we spoke of earlier.
A pleasure.
Still, it rankles the mind. I never would have dreamt that Galerius was after Scarlet, and not you, my prince.
Who was that knight who took her?
His name is Renault, formerly a proud servant of Queen Elenia, not unlike myself. And just as I fell victim to Galerius and his foul magic, it would seem he has met with a similar fate.
All the same, why Scarlet?
Perhaps her role as a priestess has something to do with it. Lately I've heard tell of Zenoira's desire to spread its roots into the Orthodoxy, making one with direct ties a prime target.
In any case, the risk to her safety is clear should she fall into Galerius's hands. And sitting idly by only serves to stoke my worry further. Let us be off at once.
Wouldn't do that if I was you. No chance you're helping the girl if you don't even know where you're going.
And you are?
Don't worry, he's a friend. A collaborator of mine by the name of Travis.
Fancy way to refer to a spy. You need intel, dirt, or just the latest weather, I'm your man.
And what of Renault?
Road east, faster than a clap of thunder. I can only assume he's going for the city. But the real problem is his army of mercenaries. We want after Renault, we've got to go through them.
Your Highness, we all share your sense of urgency, but we've no hope of aiding Scarlet without first routing the enemy before us.
Right. We depart as soon as we're able. be ours. Onward.
I ride for Cornea. What shall I do? Yeah! I've arrived. I'll prove my worth. I depart. Stand before
Your villainy and...
Prepare yourself.
Come then.
I shall never fail.
Healing!
The battle is ours. 'Twas fate which brought us here.
The time is at hand. The path is set.
Stand before me.
Are you okay?
A flawless victory. A worthy foe. I'm ever in your service. Yeah!
We march. To me.
I'll prove my worth. I depart. Prepare yourselves.
I had you.
Seems we've done it. Victory! I'm ever in your service.
The path is set. 'Tis ours now. We march. To me.
In service of the royal what would you ask? By your word.
The path is set. You face me. I'll Saw that? A fine job.
I still bear faith.
Well, look who finally came knocking.
What? Forgive me.
I have you.
On my honor as a knight.
We march.
I shall
Excellent.
never know defeat.
You face
Perilous battle.
Your villainy ends here.
The odds-
You face me. Apologies, but I fear we lack the time for pleasantries.
Figures. Let's get it over with then.
Thanks. Nice try. Saw that. Good. Come then.
I still bear...
You face me. You. We march on. I must never yield.
I shall never...
Your villainy ends here.
Stand before me.
I can still fight. Not yet.
The odds...
I shall hold nothing.
You face me. Thanks. A fine job. You impressed? I've need of a rest. Alone, are you? What happened to your friends?
Long gone by now. But with all the time about him, never could have done without you lot chasing me halfway to hell and back, though.
The fort's empty, Your Majesty. Not a soul in sight.
Guy laid out the bait, and we just had to take a nibble.
Strange. Few leaders would play the sacrificial lamb in such a predicament.
Don't flatter yourselves. I would have shook you off like weak old mud if I hadn't hurt my leg in our little scuffle. But hey, that's just part of the job. You're gambling with your life the second you take that coin.
Then you know how this ends.
Stay your blade, Lex. There's something I need to ask him. What does Galerius want with Scarlet? I'll take any scraps of information you may have. Please.
You do realize I'm just hired steel, yeah? They keep my pockets nice and heavy, and that's as far as my curiosity goes. So, sorry, but I'm not a questions kind of guy. At least not past my bottom line.
Well, what do we do with him?
Let's say I offered to fill those pockets instead. What then?
First, I'd ask if you still had all your marbles, but I'm not the discriminating type. As long as the pay's right.
If this is supposed to be a joke, I'm not laughing. We're trying to beat the enemy, not hire them.
It's not every day you come across a man willing to greet the heavens in order to see his allies safe. Now, our aim is to liberate these lands from the oppressive clutches of Zenoira and its emperor. I'd ask your aid in that battle.
You know, I had heard you were nothing more than the crumbs of some spineless resistance that got chewed up and spat back out. Never would have guessed you're really just a pack of reckless lunatics.
This so-called lunatic is none other than Prince Elaine, true-born heir to the Cornian throne. And our war is a righteous one.
You're trotting around the crowned brat of a dead and gone kingdom trying to flip a whole damn empire? Sorry, kids, but I don't like them odds.
Doesn't sound like he's interested.
Hope you know I don't come cheap.
Does that mean you'll join us?
Granted, you're willing to foot the bill. King-making's not an everyday job for a merc. But you've seen enough to know I'm worth the gold and more. So we got a deal? We'll even cut you a little discount.
Now that we've settled matters here, we move to rescue Scarlet. Time grows short.
Indeed. It's more than evident Galerius had some grand purpose in kidnapping her. Delivering her from his bloodied talons may strike a heavy blow to the heart of his aims.
Perhaps, but this is far sooner than we had planned. Our allies remain scattered through every realm of Fevrith. Casting the gauntlet at Renault's feet would only send us all to an early grave.
If I may add, there are those among Galerius's adherents who willfully chose to betray the Queen those long years ago. I fear we have no hope of avoiding conflict with such base traitors.
It would seem we'll need to bolster our ranks then.
Your Highness, upon ushering you to Palavia, I labored tirelessly to build a foundation upon which the Liberation Army can take hold. I have seen great suffering in our lands, 'tis true, and yet greater resentment harbored by the oppressed and the downtrodden. I have every faith such fierce emotion will spur them to join our cause. My prince, fly your crest across the banner of the liberation. Spearhead the rebellion against Zenoira, and you will surely find kindred spirits ready to take arms in your name.
Then I will do just that. I only ask that you be the crutch I may lean on when the perils of war grow too great to bear alone.
Curse these black talon scum!
You supposed to be the town guard? Sorriest sight I ever seen. Now go on and run home if you know what's good for you.
As if I'd ever seen to vulgar bandits such as you. The Father shall strike you down for your sins!
Not today, you won't. But I'll let you take that up with him yourself. Me? I've had enough divine judgment to last a lifetime. You know the drill, boys. Grab anything that's not nailed to the floorboards.
And you were aided by a man named Rolf, you say?
Yes, my lord. He claimed to be with the Cornea militia.
I have heard tell of common folk taking up arms to defend their fellow man.
He may agree to join our cause, assuming we can happen upon him before the enemy does.
It's worth the attempt, if nothing else. We should make haste.
Please stay safe out there.
We shall. The only thing you need worry about is what to do with those flowers of yours.
Try me. Run as much as you like, black talon swine. My arrows will cover any distance in pursuit of justice. Do you see now?
Your orders, sir.
I take it you're the one they call Rolf.
That depends on who's asking.
We stand with the Liberation Army. We just spoke to a pair of civilians who claimed you helped them to safety.
So the girls made it out. More welcome news than I'm used to, that. It's as you say. I am Rolf, captain of the Cornean militia. What militia we have, at least. If you're truly willing to brave these bandits, then I'd be glad to have you join me.
That's precisely why we've come. We confront them together. The time is at hand.
I'm
This
stronger
will be
than ever.
easy. Do you need something? That went better than I expected. I'll pierce you clean through.
You got some bad luck there, crossing paths with us. But that's nothing a slit throat can't solve.
Not another step, thief.
Oh yeah? And why not? Little trick for me.
I'm ready. Right.
I'm ever in your service.
Yeah!
Come then.
Well, look who's playing hero. Good.
A little bit of Tricorn pride for you.
I've much room to improve.
Another step forth. Victory grows ever closer.
I beg of you, sirs, have mercy on a poor damn soul.
You dare speak of mercy? What of the mercy you showed all those you've robbed and pillaged?
Please, it's my sister. Back when our mom and dad passed, I was broken. An empty shell of a man. But she never left my side. Stayed right there next to me till the day she took ill herself. Started fading, and fast. I carried her, slumped around my shoulder to the best healer my coin purse could buy. But it was no use. Only thing I could do was watch her wither into dust. You ever seen that? It's a pain worse than death itself. But I didn't stop searching. Day after wicked day. Till, finally, I'd got what I asked for. But the cost of the cure would make a weaker man faint where he stood. Now, tell me, how's a guy who's never had the gold for schooling supposed to make that kind of coin? Thieving's all I'm good for, so thieving's how it had to be. Wouldn't have turned to this if I had another way.
A word, Your Highness. Somber as his story may be, you mustn't let pity cloud your judgment. Only the Town Watch can determine the appropriate sentence for his crimes. His fate is not ours to decide.
My life's square in your palms, noble sirs. Please, I'll return everything I stole if you just let me go.
Very well. Redemption is not beyond reach, neither for you nor your sister. I only hope you seek it in earnest.
You mean to let him walk?
I'll repay this kindness in full, my lords. I swear it on my honor as a Black Talon.
This former companion of yours, Bruno, was it?
From my days with the Tricorns, yes. Massive guy with an even more massive heart.
Tell me, Travis, what spurred you to desert your company?
Wasn't my call, really. My sister just up and disbanded it one day. Said she was sick of the light wages and the heavy baggage.
Baggage? What did she mean by that?
Me, apparently. My incompetence was single-handedly dragging the entire operation through the dust. Her words, not mine. So I saw red and stormed off for good. It was all I could do not to scream. Turns out sometime after I left, Bruno took the reins and got the Tricorns back galloping again.
Hence they still endure, despite your sister's best attempts to disband.
Push comes to shove, though, Bruno would never join arms with Galerius. Not by choice. He was long tired of living by someone else's creed. Even when we first formed the Tricorns, he craved independence over all else. So I'll talk to him, man to hulking man. I need to see for myself what fashioned him a mere dog in Zenoira's lap.
Tis ours now.
Your villainy ends here.
Let's see what you've got, rebel rats!
What the hell happened to you, Bruno?
I don't know what you're talking about, but I won't hear another word of it!
Thanks.
How embarrassing! Can't get up. Not even worried. I'm done with you!
Nice try.
Come then. I'll take that.
What the hell?
My legs grow heavy.
I'll handle this. You've taken quite the fall from grace, big guy. But I know you wouldn't fly Zenoira's colors without good reason. So come on, out with it.
Careless fool!
Keep your distance. There's something I wish to try.
Travis? Last I remember, I was burying my axe in some lousy Zenoiran neck. Past that, it's all smoke. Figures the bastards got their hooks sunk in me.
You've got no choice but to even the score, then. They take a finger, you take the whole damn hand. Join us, Bruno. Spill their blood under the Liberation's banner.
And rub shoulders with the rat who left me in the cold? Quit kidding yourself. Days gone, you and me could have had a real go at it, even without your sister leading the charge. But now, I don't even want to look at you.
Bruno, What's all this about dissolving the company, Ren? You can't be serious.
Serious as a slashed throat. The Tricorns ride no further. Get it through your thick skull, Travis. I'm done dragging your dead weight around for good.
She tossed me aside like it was nothing, so I left. Wasn't interested in clipping anyone else's wings, you know?
And what? That's supposed to make me forgive you? You dumped us in a ditch when we needed you most, Travis. If only you knew the kind of dirt we ate crawling out.
You've got the right of it. I'm in no position to ask favors after what I did. But the truth is, those days we spent playing the fool were some of the best I've ever had. I'm sorry, Bruno. I hope you find whatever it is you're looking for.
Hold it. Just what do you mean, playing the fool? You're the one who is squeezing out half-brained ideas like they was yesterday's lunch.
Harsh words from the man who thinks hatching a plan means a trip to the chicken coop.
Missed this something fierce, you know. Maybe I wouldn't mind giving the old Tricorns one last hurrah after all.
So, The foal has finally ceased braying,
What are you planning to do with me?
I should think you'd already know.
I have no intention of helping you, if that's what you imply.
Your intentions matter not. Though I must say, it came as quite the surprise to hear Hodrick had set off for your derelict island. Emperor Galerius has tendered a fine reward for you, and I'll not allow it to be snatched from beneath me. I haven't an inkling how he persuaded you to follow him, but his aims are scarce different than mine own. I'd advise you against harboring any false hopes of rescue, girl.
My hopes are true as the morning sun. They'll come.
Yes. A commendable show of defiance. But our mercenaries will have made short work of your friends. Worry not. You'll be freed from your burdens ere long. Once you've fulfilled your purpose, that is. In the meantime, do behave yourself, would you?
An angel, here in Cornea. I dare say that's a rare sight.
The Orthodoxy reveres them as an extension of the Heavenly Father himself, my prince. Do try to keep your composure.
What manner of men stand before me?
I am the Knight Joseph, faithful retainer of the royal house of Cornea. Beside me is the very commander of the Liberation Army, none but the great Prince Alain.
The Liberation, you say? And I'm well aware of you, Sir Joseph. Word of your exploits has long since reached my homeland. My name is Oclese, Heaven's Wing Knight of the Palavian Orthodoxy. Swords of the Liberation. I would request a kindness from you if you can spare the time. By order of His Holiness Pontifex Errant, I've been tasked with amassing luminous gemstones, known commonly as divine shards. Those that I've unearthed, I entrusted to an old friend. A safe pair of hands who works as a cleric for the Orthodoxy. At least, it was safe. The church she shepherds, Ronmore, has been seized by a pack of brigands called the Black Talons. I turn my gaze for one ungodly moment and look what happens! Apologies. Such a profane outburst ill befits one of my angelic stature. Regrettably, my host alone is far lacking the numbers I'd need to mount an adequate rescue.
So the Black Talons continue their treachery, even without Gamel among them to chart the course. It seems this cleric is damned without our aid. We should help however we're able.
My countless thanks, Prince Alain. It's as though the Father himself delivered you to me.
Storm's brewing, boss. That lot they call the Liberation's a step and a half from knocking on our door. What say we cut out of here before the Father sends us straight to hell? Doesn't feel right raiding a church.
We go when I say we go. Now get back to work. Those crystals aren't gonna find themselves.
Aye, boss, but what if the angel comes back?
And what if she does? Bird or broad, my arrows will bring him down all the same.
You dare draw your bowstring at Lady Oclese? The Father's angels are akin to his very hands.
Well, I'm sure he won't mind missing a finger or two. Well, why don't you give him one of your little prayers if you're that worried?
not go easy on you.
Oh, embarrassing. How embarrassing?
No more fury! We've nothing to fear.
I'll pierce you clean through.
Come then.
I never miss my target.
Anyone who's after an early death, step right up. I got more than enough arrows to go around.
I have you.
Tempered in the cruel flames of war.
You'll not be disappointed. Witness the might of an angel I take to the skies.
Your villainy ends.
I shall hold.
Come then.
How embarrassing. Kids are stronger than they look. Oh, embarrassing.
Fine job. I'll not let this go to waste. Victory grows ever closer.
Mercy, please. What would the Father do?
You presume to invoke our Creator's name after pillaging a place of his worship?
Listen, it's my buddy's sister. Girl's barely holding on, and he's a lifetime short of the coin a healer will cost. But then this old coot comes along, saying he'll fork up a hefty price for some of them divine crystal what's-its. Wasn't long after that, we caught wind of the motherlode they got stashed away here. Well, no ignoring that temptation.
Money for an ailing sister, hmm? That sounds familiar.
A brazen lie, spun to spare his heretical neck. Allow me to pass righteous judgment upon this sinner.
Let the man go. But know this. Should you succumb to temptation again, we will not hesitate to slay you where you stand.
Spoken like true royalty. I can't thank you enough, your princeship.
You would set such a villain loose upon the world. What wicked influence has corrupted you, Elaine?
Lady O'Cleese!
My dear Sharon!
The good sirs of the Liberation told me everything. I hear you sought their patronage in the hopes of ensuring my safety. You needn't worry, Lady O'Cleese. The shards you confided here remain untouched.
The shards be damned! I placed you firmly in danger's path without but a thought for your well-being. I am deeply sorry.
Please, you needn't apologize. On the contrary, this matter has cleared the doubts from my mind as though they were morning fog. Spending my days here in prayer will do naught to rid this world of the conflict which plagues it. Indeed, if I truly wish glory upon the Creator's lands, I must see it made manifest through my own actions.
If such is the journey you wish to walk, I will raise no objection.
The decision rests with you, kind prince. Might you grant me the gift of joining the liberation?
I assure you, Elaine, there are few finer healers the land over. She would prove a valuable asset. And a reliable friend.
Skilled healers such as yourself are ever in high demand. We would gladly count you among our numbers.
Oh, what joy! Such a benevolent show of trust will not go unmet. You have it on my word as a servant to the Almighty.